What's good, y'all? It's your boy DJ Fanatic at soundsforproducers.com. Welcome to another video in this series of me going over the book from Zaytoven A to Z. Today's chapter is chapter 15, Opportunity. So have a look. Alright, if you haven't subscribed, click that sub button, click the bell as well, so that way you get to see all the new videos that I post regularly on this channel. It's almost every day, but every other day sometimes, depending on all the things that I am doing. But I always like to give you value to help open your mind up to something you haven't thought of, or just something that inspires you, or maybe a word or a phrase or something that I say that helps you move from wherever you are right now in your career to another level. That's what it's all about. Sounds for producers, you know, of course it make dope sounds for y'all. That's hands down, just straight fire. But also, we want you to succeed. We want you to live your dream being a producer. And if we can help with sound wise and also give you inspiration, that makes me feel good. So, opportunity. Oh man, this probably be my favorite chapter, but shout out to Zaytoven, you know, for the book. Writing a book is really dope and it's a quick read, so I highly recommend you read it. And speaking of reading books and stuff, you know, always get your hands on stuff of things that you can grow from. You know, plenty of producers been there, done that, and you can learn from them because they've been down that road, especially if you haven't had a placement yet, or you haven't had major distribution or pub deals or, you know, PRO, all that stuff. You know, you can learn a lot from them. So anyway, make sure I'm in focus. All right, cool. He starts out with a Bible verse. So it says, "Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil." Wow. Basically, make your most out of every opportunity. But being that it says because the days are evil, it's just your time's limited. So anyway, let me just start out by reading some of the points that kind of struck me. I touched on this earlier under creating, but it's such an important subject I had to dedicate a chapter specifically to it. Nothing lasts forever, especially opportunities, and even more so in the music business. And all it takes is the right one to extend your 15 minutes into a month or maybe a lifetime. The key is to recognize them, be prepared, and seize them ASAP. Working with Gucci was that crack in the window for me, and I was able to keep it open by having a slew of other artists I'd been working with lined up and ready to promote. I always had beats available for anybody looking, and I always kept CDs or jump drives with me. Seize opportunities quickly. The one thing about opportunities are that they have an expiration date, which is why moving quickly is important. Playwright James Lapine put it well when he said, "Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor." Yeah, that's dope, I like that. I was at an Atlanta radio station the day before a big concert, and everybody in there was trying to get at this artist who was in town for the weekend. I've been wanting to work with him for a while, and apparently so did everybody else. I heard him tell a few people to fall through a local studio the next day, but I knew what that meant. Nothing would probably happen. When I approached him, I suggested he come to my house that night. Not only did I get a single on his album, but I also sold some beats. I never want to leave anything up to chance or money on the table. Roman philosopher Seneca summed it up best when he said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." I always loved that saying, and I didn't know who said it. You have to stay ready in order to capitalize on success, because like time, it won't wait on you either. So just to kind of touch on what he's saying, you know, be prepared. You know, have your beats ready, have them tracked out, have them at high quality, whatever, wave, 24-bit, whatever, 32-bit if you do that. have everything organized and ready for these opportunities. Especially like you go to panels, or there'll be some celebrity producers or artists or record execs or whatever, and you meet them. Have your business card ready. Don't be, hey, can I follow you on Instagram, and you fumbling around with your phone. Also, taking pictures with people. Have that phone ready. Selfie sticks help. I got laughed at from this bartender back in the day because she was like, selfie sticks, man, you old. But when I'm going to these events, just hold it up, snap it. I don't have to hand my phone or my camera to anyone else. It's already ready with Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying? Snap, be good to go. Nice to meet you, whatever. So that's preparation meeting opportunity. I know that's a strange example, but that gives you an idea. Like, these things don't happen to you in your career because you're either mentally you feel like you're not ready, or actually you're not ready. Like, for instance, let's say a publishing company wants 500 beats. They love your music. They heard like 4 or 5 of your beats. We need 500 beats for whatever, these shows that are coming up in networks, and you don't have it. You have 100 beats, and you have to like try to create that. You have a deadline too. You try to create 400 beats in 1 month, or you try to reach out to other producers. They send you, and you listen to beats that they're trash, whatever, or don't fit the format of what they want, whatever. So that's when your preparation didn't meet the opportunity. You lost that opportunity, and they come very, very fast. Sometimes, you gotta stop what you're doing right away and give them what they need. Opportunity, it's like it goes and comes like the wind. So pay attention to that and be aware and be ready. Let me just read a little bit more. As a creative person, I'm constantly coming up with ways to develop my brand. I found that the quicker I move on an idea, the better chances I have at getting other people excited about it and carrying it out to completion. By now, Birds of a Feather started off as a mixtape project with Gucci and Rocco. While we were filming the mixtape recording process, the documentary grew into a movie idea. All and I might have said on Tuesday that we wanted to do a movie. 10 days later, A1 and I might have said on Tuesday that we wanted to do a movie. 10 days later, A1 had a script and we were shooting scenes. I wonder if that's the same A1 from the Love and Hip Hop. I'm curious. Don't wait to know everything about your idea. I like this. Don't wait to know everything about your idea or how it's all going to come together before you act. There's a Bible verse here. If you wait for perfection conditions, you will never get anything done. You got to be willing to put yourself out there and take risks. If you play it safe, chances are you're not doing anything that's going to be memorable. Remember that you get back what you put out. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. And just a side note, make sure you surround yourself with people who are risk takers and dreamers as well. In this business, you need all the encouragement and support you can get. He said a lot in that paragraph. I can't speak enough about taking risks and putting yourself in uncomfortable positions. Being a producer already is against the norm. You're an artist. You're creating art with music, and that's a risk because you're going a different way than everyone else going to a 9-to-5, working for someone else. And you're choosing a totally different path. So that in itself is a risk. And the more you keep risking, like you get stronger. Your fear tends to get smaller and smaller. Like, there are things that I feared for years, and actually be in front of the camera. I hated cameras. Like, I hated talking. Like, I was the guy that liked the art to speak for himself. I'll just speak to people one-on-one. But, that was one of my fears. And I constantly kept doing it. And it's no longer a fear anymore. Getting on stage and speaking with people and, the beat showcases and beat battles, I was like, man, I always questioned myself as a producer, and I was like, I don't know if my music's ready. And over time, you tend to grow when you get in uncomfortable situations, and you conquer your fear. You become a better you, a better person, like a bigger person, you know what I mean? And that stuff doesn't bother you anymore. So, and also he was saying, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. It is a gamble. I'm not saying quit your job, and then pursue music. Like sometimes, you can, but you gotta totally be in a position to do that. That's totally up to you. That's your decision. I don't recommend it if you're not financially secure, making music. And surround yourself with people who are risk takers. Man, like, look at the people that, am I in focus? Yeah, it looks like I am. Look at the people that are like in your life, right? And like, what are the 5 people that surround you every day that you spend the most time with? Like, are they risk takers? Are they dreamers? Are they people that are entrepreneurs that are doing things that no one else is doing? Are they, starting a website or starting a charity or opening up their own local car shop or whatever, Or one day I'm gonna make my own Amazon or my own Black Facebook or my own phone. Cell phone company's huge. You can make like your own thing or your own app. Anybody making an app? Like, these are all like crazy things. Modes of transportation, like Goku, instant transmission. Shout out to my Dragon Ball Z fans. But yeah, stuff like that. Are you surrounded by people that'll push you creatively and spiritually? It's very powerful. I spent time with very, very talented producers, and they just pushed me to make some crazy stuff, like push me to a whole nother level. Even like spending time with my mentor, shout out to Postman, Postman a legend at liveoffbeats.com. He's one of my mentors, and he inspires me, mentally and spiritually to push myself on different levels that, I didn't know existed. More on the business side, more in advertising, more as a business owner, and just on some deep stuff. So surround yourself with people that can elevate you to another level. Also, while we're on the topic, Game from BusyWorks Beats, and I'll be seeing him this Friday. So yeah, these are people, and big homie Kev. So yeah, these people are like, inspiration, and even if they're far away, you want to surround yourself with the knowledge and with the energy of those people. And I have, people that I inspire. So hopefully you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. Is like, even if physically you're not surrounded by, platinum producers or whatever, you can soak in knowledge from a distance because of the internet and YouTube, obviously, and all basically internet, because you got podcasts, all that. So let me close up here. I didn't want to talk too long. Opportunities seem to favor those who are focused, excited, and persistent. Man, I was just thinking about this today. Have that positivity, that excitement, knowing that you're gonna get it, knowing that this is gonna work. I know it's gonna work because I love music. All I wanna do is make music. I know I'm gonna get that big deal with the label where they want 100 beats a month, and they're just paying me, 100,000, 200,000 a year. I know that I can just create music, and I got all these different labels trying to sign me, or all these different labels I do business with all their artists, or I do business with all these entertainment lawyer clients, or all these A&Rs, all these managers. all I do is stay home, make music. I travel when I want to. You know, I work on music when I want to. I don't even have to sell beats online because I get that much money from all these other avenues. You know, those are great opportunities. And staying focused and excited and persistent on what you want to, the goal you want to achieve, that's a direction. That's a path to your achievement. So let me not preach too much. Hopefully I'm helping here. When you're clear about what you want and you are faithfully working on your goals every day, opportunities seem to show up out of nowhere. Assuming that producing is what you want to do, apply your efforts to producing and nothing else. Don't be what the old folks say, a jack of all trades but a master of none. Your focus will determine the direction of your life. You will get what you focus on. Don't waste time, money, and energy doing things that aren't moving you closer to your dreams. I'm just saying. I must warn you that there will be times you seize an opportunity only to learn that you didn't make the right decision. Amen. I said amen. But look for a way to make it work for you. There have been deals I've gotten into that ended up costing me money, and I was obligated to fulfill a contract. But instead of focusing on the problem, I chose to search for ways to benefit from it, even if it was just a lesson learned to share with someone else. That one lesson is worth it if you don't repeat it. And last but not least, stay organized. I can't tell you how many times just having everything in order has allowed me to seize opportunity. So basically, stay organized, stay focused on your end goal or whatever you want to do with the music as a producer. Like I said in prior videos, you know, you can write down your main goals and stick to it. This is what I want to do, and these are the steps I'm taking to get there. So that was chapter 15 on opportunity. There's plenty of opportunities out there, but are you prepared? Like, are you ready? Do you know where you want to go? Even jumping at certain opportunities, it just shows you what you don't want sometimes. Like you said, you know, you end up in a bad deal, or you feel trapped as a music maker and you can't do certain things creatively and stuff like that. So anyway, hopefully my 2 cents helped. Hopefully, you know, these videos are helping. And if you haven't subscribed, click that sub button if you got something out of it. Click the bell as well so you can see every video that comes up. My dog wanted to get in the shot before I ended the video. And give it a thumbs up if you felt the video. So thank you to our subscribers. I'll catch you at the next one. Peace.